When I first learned about cryptocurrency, I was drawn in by the vision of a financial future that was truly open, fair, and sustainable. But that's just not the reality we're living in. The crypto market today is full of rug pulls and pump and dumps, and even legitimate projects see 90% drawdowns. So, where did we go wrong? Blockchain is revolutionary technology, but there's one major challenge that it's failed to address: the value problem. What is the value problem? It's simple. An asset is only worth what someone else will pay for it. So, to realize an asset's value, you need to find someone to buy it. And even when you do find that buyer, the value you receive is at the mercy of their bid. And so, every investor can do nothing but speculate. We're all just hoping that someone will buy our asset in the future for a price we like. That's why even a small dip in price can trigger panic selling and spiral into collapse. Because the only thing holding up value is speculation. We created Nirvana because we believed there had to be a better way to store value. We thought about this problem from first principles and asked ourselves, if crypto can create tamper proof assets and transactions, could it also enable tamper proof value? And furthermore, we asked, what qualities would define the ultimate store of value? And those were the driving questions that led to ANA, Nirvana's flagship token, engineered to be the ultimate store of value. ANA has true tamper-proof value, achieved with a mathematically verifiable floor price, a minimum price ANA can always be sold for. The floor can never go down, but it can rise indefinitely. It also has built-in liquidity, meaning it can always be bought and sold directly through the protocol. And lastly, you can take a self-repaying loan against your ANA with zero liquidation risk. Okay, so you're probably thinking, that sounds amazing, but it also sounds too good to be true. And you're right to be skeptical. If we use existing token models, ANA wouldn't be possible. So that's why we had to reimagine the fundamentals of how asset value works. Here's the key insight we had. Every other asset has value that's dependent on people showing up to buy and hold. But ANA is different. Its market is governed entirely by code, using transparent, immutable rules. With Nirvana, you don't need to find a buyer. The protocol is the buyer. The market isn't just decentralized, it's cryptofied. So, how can a protocol replace human buyers? It all starts with how ANA is created. Unlike most tokens, which launch with a pre-minted supply and insider allocations, ANA began with 0 tokens. The only way to mint ANA is to buy it with USDC. I'll illustrate this by using pennies. A buyer pays 1 penny to the protocol, and the protocol mints 1 ANA in exchange. That penny is then used to provide immutable exit liquidity for ANA sellers. So whenever someone wants to sell, the protocol already has a bid waiting for every single token. The seller receives the penny and the ANA is burned. So now you're probably wondering, how does ANA have a rising floor price? Let's take a look at this ANA price curve. We have supply on the x-axis and price on the y. ANA's price is set by the protocol. It rises when people buy and falls when people sell. In this simplified example, the liquidity is allocated so that each ANA is worth 1 cent less than the previous. If we sold all the ANA in supply, the lowest price we'd get is 1 cent. So we could say ANA has a 1 cent floor price. But here's where the magic happens. Because all of the liquidity for ANA is owned by the protocol, it can reallocate the liquidity to raise the floor. Here's what that looks like. We simply move 1 penny from this section of the price curve to this section. We still have the same exact amount of liquidity, but we've made a trade-off. This ANA is worth 1 penny less, but now this ANA is worth 1 penny more. So now ANA has a higher minimum price, a 2-cent floor price. Obviously, it's not magic. It's just math. The protocol repeats this process automatically whenever there's enough liquidity to raise the floor. Along with this rebalancing mechanism, there is another way to raise the floor. Protocol fees push it higher every time someone buys, sells, or borrows. A new feature that's coming shortly. At this point, you might be thinking, that all sounds great, but haven't other projects tried floor prices before and failed? Why should I believe that ANA will be any different? And that is a fair question. What sets ANA apart is simple. ANA's floor price isn't based on trust. It's based on math. The protocol's pricing engine is governed by proof of value, a mathematical proof that ensures that the protocol is always 100% solvent. And at any time, you can inspect Nirvana's transparent on-chain reserves and verify its solvency for yourself. But it comes down to this. ANA can only be created in a fair exchange of value. And so value is quantumly entangled with every token forever. Here's what a true floor price means for ANA. It means that even in the worst case scenario, a black swan event or a total bank run, Nirvana is programmed to place an infinite bid at the floor capable of fulfilling every single sale. That means ANA's value is truly trustless and tamper-proof. This makes ANA the first asset in the world with a mathematically limited downside risk and unlimited upside potential. It's a new kind of asset in a class of its own, and its properties unlock a whole new world of possibilities. Zen loans let you borrow against your ANA with zero interest and zero liquidation risk. Thanks to ANA's floor price, you can borrow up to the floor value of your holdings with mathematical certainty that your collateral's value will never fall below your loan's value. This means you can borrow confidently and use the funds however you want, cover life expenses, hedge your portfolio, or even lever up your exposure to ANA. But it gets even better. While your ANA is locked as collateral, it continues to earn passive income from protocol revenue. So not only are Zen loans interest-free, they're effectively negative interest. In other words, your loan pays itself off over time. So where does ANA's revenue come from? ANA earns revenue from protocol fees every time someone buys, sells, or borrows. This is simple but powerful. In traditional finance, as well as DeFi, if you want yield, you have to choose. Be a market maker and take on the risk of impermanent loss, or be a lender and take on the risk of borrower defaults. With ANA, those revenue streams are merged because they're built into the protocol itself. By simply holding ANA, you earn yield as if you were both a market maker and a lender, but without the risks. So there you have it. ANA was engineered from first principles to be the ultimate store of value. It has a rising, impenetrable USDC floor price, offering limited downside risk and unlimited upside potential. It's always liquid, offers risk-free, self-repaying loans, and pays passive income to holders. And as demand grows, so do the reserves, meaning ANA's liquidity grows thicker, scaling with the market cap. This architecture is built to support trillions of dollars of volume with ease. You can think of Nirvana like this. Blockchain is an unstoppable ledger for ownership. Nirvana is an unstoppable ledger for value. We believe Nirvana fulfills crypto's original promise. a future where finance is fair, transparent, and sustainable. Nirvana offers a future where value doesn't rely on trust or speculation, but on immutable, provable truth. One final thought: Ana is just the beginning. Nirvana's cryptified market structure isn't limited to USDC, it can be used to store any form of value. And that's where our next chapter begins: Samsara. Samsara is a platform that transforms any existing digital asset into a Zen token, a super derivative that inherits all of the core benefits of Ana. But instead of being denominated in USDC, each Zen token has a rising floor price denominated in an alternative asset. For example, Zen Sol is minted with Sol and has a rising floor price denominated in Sol. And you can take risk-free, self-repaying Sol loans against it. And the same model applies to ETH and Bitcoin and so on. Zen tokens form a symbiotic relationship with their base assets, soaking up supply like a sponge, while adding new utility and generating new revenue streams. Our vision is to create a Zen token for every major digital asset on Earth, and to connect this ecosystem through Ana. And so a portion of revenue from every Samsara market flows back to Ana holders, strengthening Ana's role as the ultimate store of value. With Nirvana and Samsara, we're not just redefining what a token can be, we're building the future of trustless, programmable value. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. The best is yet to come.